Donald Trump, your president. What, do you consider him your president? Start with.
Do you mean Donald? Are you serious? Believe me. Believe me.
Chris Tucker has crossed paths with countless well-known personalities throughout his career. In the world of celebrities, few people can say they've met as many famous faces as he has.
Knows everybody. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can bring up a name. It doesn't matter if it's like Muhammad Ali, Paul McCartney, Jesus. You know, Chris is like, yeah, that's my boy. I'm like, what do you mean that's your boy? How do you know?
What about like Stevie Wonder? You know Stevie Wonder?
I know Stevie. Stevie's, oh man, he called me.
Keep trying. You're gonna have to go way deep into Stevie Wonder. I was like,
that's
you
so
know,
cool.
Muhammad Ali is one. He was like, yeah, I met Muhammad. I know Muhammad.
met Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali?
He said, you a funny mother Tucker. I said, oh, did he really? Met
Muhammad Ali?
Mandela. Met Mandela.
Oh my God.
Went to Africa, and he was like, where is Chris Tucker? I want him to meet my grandkids.
Now you know I want to be Chris Tucker.
Even in interviews, Chris stays true to his comedic style, effortlessly delivering jokes that keep the audience laughing.
What is your family's reaction to your success?
Oh, they all quit their jobs when they found out I was making $20 million a year. They said, we rich, we rich. I was like, no, I'm rich. You get your jobs back before it's too late.
One unforgettable moment came when the host asked whether Donald Trump was the president, and the response had everyone laughing.
Donald Trump, your president. What, do you consider him your president? Start with.
Do you mean Donald? Are you serious? Believe me. Believe me. I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him. It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello. Believe me.
Chris has an incredible talent for imitating just about anyone, but every now and then, that gift lands him in some amusing trouble.
To Africa one time with Bill Clinton. He invited me to Africa, man. He invited me. He said, Tucker, you want to go to Africa with me? I think you'll like it. You're black. I'm black. I think you'll like it. So I started doing the impressions, man. Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. We in little parties at night. Tucker, come do me. Come do me. Come on over here. Every country we went to, finally I got tired. We got to Nigeria. He wanted me to do it in front of the president of Nigeria. He said, Tucker, come on. Come do me. Come do me. Don't act like that. Come on, Mr. President. I'm tired. You know, it's been a long trip. Maybe I won't do it this time. Tucker, come on now. I need you. I done set it up now. Come on, don't let me down. You want to ride home, right? Huh? You want to ride commercial or private? You let me know, Tucker. That's a long-ass flight home, Tucker. That's a long...
While some celebrities are constantly in the spotlight, Prince remained incredibly elusive. Seeing him in person was a rare experience, and there was simply no one quite like him.
Prince came over and said, hey, but he, you know, Prince is shy, so I didn't know. I just heard this noise behind me, and I didn't know what it was. He just trying to get my attention. He was like, ooh. I was asking my friends, I was like, what's that noise? He was like, ooh. He said, man, it's Prince trying to get your attention. And he's small, so I was like, hey, Prince, how you doing? Right. So he was like talking to me, but he was licking on his fingers when he was talking to me. I was kind of, he was like, how you doing? You like the show as a girl? Thank you for coming, Chris. I love you. You're funny.
People think stars live in Hollywood. You live in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Decatur, Georgia. So I'm back and forth. I'm halfway in California. I'm halfway in Georgia, man. So I love it down there.
Do they leave you alone in Atlanta?
Sometimes it's because they don't see a lot of celebrities, so they be coming up to me, looking at me like, hey, man, you? I'll be like, yeah, I'm me. You? I'll be like, what you doing out here in the grocery store shopping? I've got to eat, too. I'm getting some food. You think I'm a superhero? Get away from my cart, man.
Once you reach Michael Jackson's level of fame, even leaving the house requires meticulous planning. But as Chris quickly discovered, Michael never seemed to think it was that complicated.
One time we went to a mall. We was out. Michael wanted to go to the record store or something, and he forgot he was famous. He was like, I gotta go to the mall. Go to the mall. And we finally said, Michael, you can't go in the mall, man. You forgot who you are. He said, well, let's go. And it was only thing was in the car was a Spider-Man mask. So Michael said, I'll put this on. We'll go in and we get. I said, Michael, you can't do that. Spider-Man ain't gonna just be walking through the mall. Ain't nobody. They gonna know it's you, Michael. He's like, no, he won't. Chris, it'll work. It'll work. We go in the mall, and he was getting away with it until people figured it out, because I was with him, and he was like, Chris, is that Michael Jackson in that Spider-Man mask? No, that's Spider-Man. That's Michael Jackson. All of a sudden, the mall went crazy, and they had to scoot us out. You should have seen it.
Few people could claim the kind of personal connection Chris shared with Michael Jackson, making his experiences with the legendary superstar truly one of a kind.
Do you ever go in public anywhere with Michael Jackson? Because what's that like?
You know what? We go to the movies sometimes. We go to the movies. Both of us like going to the movies. So we go to the movies, but it's hard because Michael got to sneak in the movie right before it starts. So Michael come in there like with a ninja suit on. He's hiding and all black. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there, where's Michael? And then I turn around, he's like, hey, Chris. I'm like, oh, man. How long you been here? About 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Sorry, Chris. We watching the movie. He's the loudest person in there.
Really?
You know, yeah, he's watching the movie like, hee. I said, Michael, would you shut up before people see you? I'm sorry, it was funny, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris may seem to know everyone in show business, but that doesn't always mean everyone knows him. He learned that the hard way during one unforgettable trip to Hong Kong.
How did you feel? Because see, my fear is that all people in Hong Kong will think all Americans now are like Chris Tucker.
Oh, man. Hong Kong. I was the only black person in Hong Kong. I was looking for black people. I said, where are the black people at? No black people, no. They thought I was Kobe Bryant, man. They didn't know who I was.
Really, Kobe Bryant?
Like, Kobe, sign my autograph, Kobe. We love you. Where's Shaq?
Exploring China with Jackie Chan felt like the opportunity of a lifetime for Chris, but the experience came with one unexpected condition that he never saw coming.
What's it like in China with Jackie Chan? Is it just ridiculous?
He's the man. Jackie owned everything. He's like, you like hotel? He said, you like hotel? I said, yeah, it's my hotel. That's my hotel. No. So I got to do more movies. And then he was like, wow, you over here. I said, I came to see you. What do you think I'm over here for? You're the only person I know in China.
But he really just goes everywhere and just like
walks around with like 15 people, and then I'm like in the back of the 15 people. Jackie, wait up, hold up. This don't look right, man. We supposed to be together. He's like, oh, come on, restaurant. We go to the restaurant. He's sick. Go to the principal office. But I didn't care. Because I was in the principal's office so much, I was cool with the principal. We were tight. He'd be like, what you do this time? Call my mama, pay the phone bill. Man, you crazy, you crazy. You a fool, Chris. You a fool, boy.
Chris and Michael shared a very close indeed, extraordinary friendship. The bond between them was so strong that Chris once tried to persuade Michael to hand over his Rolls-Royce.
He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, Michael, I didn't want the TV, but then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Michael, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce, not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right there. He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you my Rolls. I gave you a TV, damn.
After achieving financial success, Chris made a handful of mistakes that many newcomers often do. Among them, this is easily one of the most memorable stories he's ever shared.
What did you spend money on?
I was spending too much money. I was just acting crazy. I bought 2 houses right next door to each other. It was crazy. I said, I'll take that one too. I don't want nobody to mess with me. I was borrowing stuff for myself. I said, you got some sugar I can borrow? You know we got some sugar. I'm you and you me, man.
Attempts to persuade Michael Jackson to part with his car failed, yet the situation was a complete 180-degree turn when he asked for Charlie Sheen's Ferrari. He didn't even have to put in much effort.
Charlie let me borrow his Ferrari, man, when I was like, I don't know, 24 or something like that. It's like, Charlie, let me borrow your Ferrari. He was like, okay, sure. I was like, what? I kept that Ferrari so long, he forgot I had it. He said, do you have my Ferrari? I said, I think I do. He said, you want to bring it back? Okay. But my brothers, they was all laughing at me like, all right, I'm going to come down and see you perform. And I invited them down to the comedy club, and they was down there, and I was on the list, but you know, being a comedian, you might not get to go up.
It's not guaranteed.
So I didn't get to go up that night, so I had to ride all the way home, and they was in the car. I thought you was a comedian. You know, you didn't go up and all this stuff, and I said, okay, one day I'm gonna go up, y'all gonna see. So now they ask me for money every day, and I said, I thought you was gonna pay me back.
Many people believe Chris and Michael had known each other for years. In reality, their remarkable friendship began with a single purchase that came with a hefty price tag.
Spent a lot of money to see Michael, because I took a private plane to New York, because Michael told me, you know, when you finish with Rush Hour, come see it. So I knew he was there. I called him before I went, because I was going there for something else, and I didn't hear anything. So I got on that same private plane, flew back to Los Angeles. You know, I was done. As soon as I landed, I got a message from Michael Jackson's office, like, Michael want to meet you tomorrow in New York City. I was like, what? I went right up to the captain's seat, and I said, take me back to New York. They said, well, is this going to cost? I said, I don't care. You got my credit card. Just take me back.
Not everyone had their eyes on Chris's fortune. In fact, his Rush Hour co-star Jackie Chan was dealing with the exact opposite situation.
First Rush Hour, Jackie Chan would give me a gift. Every day he'd send it to my trailer. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, he's so nice. And I had to buy him something out the wild. I said, I gotta get him something. But then I realized he's from China. They make everything over there. He was getting it for free anyway. Chris, shut up. You hear me? Shut up. And I knew she couldn't get up and move because it was in the middle of the church. So I said, Mama, you shut up, Mama. Mama. Oh, you done lost your mind, Chris. Now I said, shut up, boy. Mama, I said, shut up, lady. You wait out the church. You wait till after church, Chris. Now, Mama, you wait out the church, Mama. You hear me? You wait out the church, Mama. You don't think somebody no breakfast? Boy, you done went crazy, boy. My mama's so mad at me. They thought she was shouting. She mad at me. Oh, Lord, I'ma get him, Lord, I'ma get him.
To wrap things up, let's revisit some hilarious behind-the-scenes moments between Chris and Jackie, where Chris's antics during filming left Jackie struggling to stay in character and laughing uncontrollably.
I was late most of the time, but when I got there, Jackie was there waiting with his legs crossed saying, where's Chris Tucker? We are late, you know.
May I offer you some peanuts?
Shishi. Need shishi? Shishi. See? How difficult is that? My English? You even cannot see 3 words. Chinese. Some lunch. You need some lunch?
I got that. I got it before that.
See, now you know how difficult I am. Look at that. You're not my brother.
I'm not your brother? All the stuff we've been through? Rush hour 1, rush hour 2? That's right, Lee. For the last 3 years, I've studied the ancient teaching of booty. Booty.
Yeah, right. Let me see your badge, buddy. So show me your ass.
Show your ass. Y'all scared.